Hi guys, it's Kendra with Domestic Princess in Training, and I'm back with another vlog. So this is our third week of vlogging, and so far I've talked about random Q&As. Last week I talked about thrifting, and this week I'm going to share a personal story with you. And on the topic of thrifting, I just wanted to let you know that this button-up shirt is actually a thrift store find. It's from Liz Claiborne. It's just a button-up, has a fun print on it. And this sweater is a thrift store find as well, and it's from Gap. So, like I was saying in our previous clip, you just got to dig through stuff, but you can find some really great things. Off topic, let me get back to why we're doing this video. But this week, I just wanted to share a story about something that I did in my past. And I've mentioned it a couple times on the blog. I haven't really gone into a lot of detail about it. And I've had a couple questions of people wanting to know more. And this thing I'm talking about is that I used to live in China. And a lot of people, whenever they hear that, the first thing they say is, did you meet Kent there? Some of you that don't know, Kent is Chinese, my fiance, and I say no. I don't know, maybe they're thinking I shoved him in my suitcase and brought him back to America with me, but him and I actually met in a restaurant. We used to work at Pappadeaux together when I was still in high school, and after graduating and becoming best friends with him, we moved in together, we had another roommate, and we had an opportunity to travel to China together. And that was what really opened my eyes to the Chinese culture. Before then, I was an American girl that did not open my mind to many things, and I've never experienced other cultures. I actually didn't have interest in other cultures. Now I cannot get enough of them. I want to learn anything and everything I can about everything that is out there. I don't judge people as long as they are kind and are good to their family and their friends. I don't care what race they are, what their belief is, religion, it doesn't matter to me. And I really think that my traveling has kind of opened my eyes to stuff like that. But when I went to China for the first time, I caught the bug, and I was in awe with my experience. There was one day that Kent was away with his family, and I was out by myself doing something, and I took a taxi, and we were in Hong Kong, just in case you're wondering, but I got out and went down the street, which is an antique street, and I just walked the stores, and I decided before I went to China this first time that I was going to get a actual antique stone horse. And I'm sure you've seen them before. They're pretty popular as far as like Chinese artifacts and stuff. But I saved money, and that was the one thing I wanted to buy on this vacation. So I was looking. I had some time, a couple hours to myself to do this. And I remember walking into this one antique store, and everything was, I don't know what that's called, but like certified, I guess, because you can get a lot of fakes out there, but this was a certified store, and they had little write-ups about all of their stuff. And I remember there was a worker there, and I was alone in this room. I was the only person there, and I just broke down. I was so moved by being in a room with these artifacts that were so old. I mean, there's just so much history in China. It's been around for so long that it was moving to me. And I still remember, that was probably 6-7 years ago that I was there, but I still remember being this one little person in a room full of these antiques and being able to see them and imagine where they came from, and it was a moving experience, and I still have that with me today. But I just found a horse that I wanted, that I could afford, and I thought long and hard about it, but I actually did not bring it home with me. And the reason for that is because I felt like this artifact that I wanted was a part of China, and they don't guarantee that unless you pay a certain amount to get it shipped back that it won't break. And I was so worried that if it broke, that would be my fault, that would no longer be in circulation anymore or be usable because I broke it. And something that was so old, I just couldn't sit with that. So call me crazy, that might be a weird thought, but I ended up not getting a stone horse and decided that I would just get a fake one when I came back, but I still have never got one, so maybe one of these days. But once I came back from that first trip from China, like I said, I had the bug, and it kind of just sat in the back of my head for a while. I went about my life and didn't think about it too much. Kent and I got closer and closer. We moved into our second apartment together, and our friendship grew and grew and grew. And at one point, we realized that we both had feelings for each other, and it was something more than friendship. And understanding that he is Chinese and I am obviously not Chinese, and his parents are very set in their ways and their beliefs, we knew that they would not accept him having me as a wife. We knew that would bring some issues for him, and it would be struggles for us. So we decided that we just shouldn't even go there, that it wouldn't even be worth the heartbreak or the strife. So me realizing where I was in my life and how much I cared for Kent and how much he cared for me and how we had been together for so long already as friends and built our life together, that I just needed to break away. And instead of moving to another state or moving to my own place, I decided to move across the world to China. And that's why I got on a plane and went to China to teach English. Now, that comes along with a whole bunch of other set of stories and lessons that I learned and things I picked up along the way. But I'm going to break this into little segments. That way you don't have to listen to me ramble for too long. So I'll be back another time with another chapter of my China story. And until then, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.